Arsenal could sell Leandro Trossard in the January transfer window and plan to replace him with Real Madrid winger Rodrigo, according to a journalist, who has also named the two midfielders that Andrea Ber aims to hand new deals to. Trossard has been on the books of Arsenal since January 2023 when he joined from Premier League rivals Brighton and Hove Albion for £27 million, €31 million, $36 million, including add-ons. The Belgium international has made 132 appearances for the Gunners since, scoring 30 goals and giving 25 assists in the process. On August 19, BBC Sport reported that Arsenal handed Trossard a new deal that saw him get a pay rise, but the length of the contract remains the same, until 2027. The 30-year-old is an important squad player at Arsenal and has scored 2 goals and given 2 assists in 8 appearances for Mikel Arteta's side so far this season. However, according to TBR, Arsenal could sell Trossard in the January transfer window, with sporting director Berta's plan being to replace him with Real Madrid winger Rodrigo. He got a pay rise recently, but there's still a realistic chance he could leave in January as well. That said, Arsenal aren't pushing anyone out, they're happy with the squad as it stands. If an opportunity arises, they'll look at it. I can imagine the Rodrigo conversation coming up again, given his struggles at Real Madrid, where he's not getting many minutes. If that option becomes available, and Trossard were to move on, it wouldn't be beyond the realms of possibility. They were considering it before, so it's something to keep an eye on. Would come as a shock if Arsenal decided to get rid of Trossard so soon after showing him how much they value him. Moreover, Arteta would not want to lose a winger who competes with Gabriel Martinelli for a spot on the left flank. It is also unlikely that Rodrigo would leave Real Madrid for Arsenal in the January transfer window. Rodrigo went public with his desire to stay at Real Madrid, telling us this week that the only reason he will leave the Spanish and European giants is if they tell him to. While it is true that Rodrigo is struggling to play regularly in the starting lineup under Madrid manager Xabi Alonso, the 24-year-old Brazil international winger has made just 1 start in La Liga this season. His public stance that he is living his dream at the Santiago Bernabéu should end all speculation linking him with an exit. William Saliba has already signed a new contract with Arsenal. Who convinced the France international central defender to turn down the lure of a move to Real Madrid? David Raya has also finalized a new deal with the Gunners, with sources telling Team Talks transfer correspondent, Fraser Fletcher, that Jurrien Timber and Bukayo Saka are next in line for improved contracts with Arsenal. Transfer insider Graham Bailey has added in Arsenal Insider that Berta could then turn his attention to new deals for star midfielders Declan Rice and Martin Odegaard. Bailey said, Odegaard and Rice could be next up for new contracts, but with them it's more about the length of contract, rather than increasing their wages, whilst with Raya and Timber, it's about rewarding them. Raya's got 2.5 years left. He's 30, but they do recognize the improvement in him. He's now one of the Premier League's best. They're recognizing his status in the game as a whole and in the Premier League and are rewarding him for that progress, and